Oh, by the skin of my chinny chin teeth. 13 minutes past 4. I'm guessing it's going to take a while for you to find me if you're scrolling. I hope you got the pre-message to say I'm going to be a bit late. I'm on phase 1 of a journey back up to the balcony, and I thought, oh, I'm going to make it. Am I going to make it for the 4 o'clock? But it was a little bit of a stretch too far. So I paused up, and here I am, 2 minutes to go. I don't know if anyone is there. Someone's arrived. Hurrah, hurrah. I'm just going to have a slurp. Oh, a very kind person has made me a cup of tea. Hang on. Oh my goodness. That's very, very good. I'm going to have another one. Really good. Oh, crikey. Really good. All right, Maddie. All right, Doris. Oh, good to see you, folks. I'm sorry I missed you yesterday. It was just, the day was like that, like a washing machine. The day yesterday. So noon passed me by. So Kels was able to switch with me today. So here I is. There she is. All right, Kels. Kels, I've been on OEP NHS. Hence, I look like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. I'm going to have one more slurp of tea because it's really good. And I've stopped off after Kels. Good to see you. I've just left Plymouth, currently in Exeter. I've pitched up at my friend and colleagues. Quick cup of tea, do the movement snack, and then I'm heading back up. All right, Miss P, good to see you, folks. What's to report? It's dreadful weather. There's rain all over the roads, folks. There's rain everywhere. Have you got rainage? All right, Adil. I was talking about you all today as I was explaining again to the people that I've been working with today about the mission. So there's been a flurry of new members and quite a lot of signposting on of more new people to make Movement Your Mission. So maybe there's some new people here. I don't know. Is Maria's mum there? Maybe, I don't know. I promise I'm going to stop drinking tea now. Now here's the thing, Chaos. I did, before I left the venue, have a look at your sway, and I caught some of it. I'm going to have a go at it, but I'm really sorry if it's not as intended. I'm sorry if it's not I'm sorry if I'm not going to do it, you know, with best fidelity. So I'll have a go from what I saw, and we'll see how we go from there. So it's going to be a variant, another variant. All right, dealing with a G. Did you like the owls? I was 2 on the owls. Someone sent me that today, and it made tap, step and glide, tap, step and glide. That I did get. So cows, I did tap, step and glide that way, and then the forwards way. I think I've got it. Thank you. That's great cues there. Look, tap, step and glide, and I've clocked it straight away. It is fantastic, Odile, to have new members. Is there rainage or where you are as well? Are you full of rain? All right, Julian with a J. Owls were good. I'm definitely the second owl. Made me chuckle. Right, I better do a 3, 2, 1 because it's 1 minute after. I'm making it out because I just want to drink the tea. Really, is what I want to happen. 3, 2, 1. Beck Stanley, Taryn. I've been talking all day. Later life training. 4 PM movement snack at 4:15. Step, tap and glide, which was Kelsey's sway. I'll try to do it justice, but I know I'm probably going to miss some stuff, but I'm going to give it a whirl, okay? All right, my seated option today in the guest bedroom where I stay when I'm down here in Plymouth is the end of the bed. Apologies about that, folks. So you might be in a sit position. If so, prepare for your circulation boost. You know what to do. Have a lift and a shift and a hip walk forward. Come up into more active posture. Build the stamina in the stuff that holds you upright. If you're in stand, however, Have some support close to hand. I've got a filing cabinet here, I've got a chair here, weight even across both feet. All of those critical prompts to set you off for success. If you're in stand, start with a start steady, stay steady, extra ankles, feet and toes from the bottom end, and then add in the arms when you're ready. So this is 2 to 3 minutes of circulation boosting activity, called this because it boosts the circulation. So keep a lid on the intensity. It should be manageable, comfortable, doable. You might want some support to the front or to the side or without. If you are in a sit position, you will decide whether you want that to be arm march, moving from the shoulder. Focus on the movement from the shoulder rather than the elbow. So you're trying to get involve the trunk, all the stuff that holds you upright, plus the shoulder moves. Diagonals could be an option. So these are rhythmical, steady, controlled movements that you feel confident and comfortable to sustain for a couple of minutes. Of course, if you need to have a pause and a slump, do so as well, and then set up and off you go again. Leg options for your seated circ boost. Bring the feet back a bit. That will enable even more movement from the feet when you raise the heels. If you go for the full leg march, keep the knees on the go low, so that you can make it more about the feet. So the feet push the legs up rather than lifting the legs. All right, how's that? There you go. That's your flurry of circ boost activity. Have a breath. I'm going to push up to stand and give you the sway option. So this is day 3 of the sway. Kels has built this from Monday, Tuesday. Here's day 3. Apologies if it's not exactly the same as Cal said, but it went a bit like this. I'm going to do the arms first, the least complex first. So balanced in stand, balanced in sit. It's a swoosh to the side and back. It's like a sideways, we'll call that a glide because the feet are about to glide as well. So you can have some turns and pauses on the wrists, and you've got a little bit of movement from the trunk. Slow as you go. So that comes back to base here. So there and then out. So we're a bit too far then. So it comes back to round about the hips and then this way. And it's the same in sit. When you are in sit, you'll need a slight angle change of the arms because this is where the legs are. Okay, tap, step and glide. Chaos, if you're still there, that's proper helped and give me useful cues for the feet. So feet are hip width to start, have some support. There's the taps, like a toe hinge. Tap, a controlled step, and then a glide. Tap, step, and then a glide. That's what I'm doing. It might not be exactly what Chaos did. So there's a tap, a step, and a glide. A tap, a step, and a glide. And with that comes the arms. Now, arms and legs together may mean that you're going to lose contact with external support, table, fixed piece of furniture. So decide if you want to do arms and legs together or if you want to keep them separate. So we're with a tap, the step and the glide, back to base, tap, step and glide. So you might want to make those continuous. The step might be small or bigger. You might feel that the tap isn't enough and you want to bring your feet back to base all the way. So it's entirely up to you, and it's slow and controlled. Now, there was an add-on yesterday from Chaos, and that was a forward glide. So for this, it went tap, step forwards, and then back to base and take a pause. So there's 2 directions on this glide if you want. So legs only could be tap, step, glide, tap, step, glide, forward step, tap, and back to base. Arms as well, if you'd like them. There's the tap, there's the step, there's the glide, back to base, tap, and then a forward, palms forward and back. All of this in sit could mean that you just take the slide and the glide with the hands sideways and forwards, or there could be the preparation on the feet and a swoosh and a sway on a tap, back to base, forwards and back. Now all variants, all variations are welcome. Key points: a rhythmical steady sway, size of the movement for you to decide, with or without legs or arms. You might just want to have a swoosh in sit in a forward and back direction. So just do what feels right for you. That's the end of your sway. That's my version of events based on Kelsey's sway this week. I'm going to move into some stretchier positions now. If you would like, sneak in, I'm going to crowbar in, slurp of my tea. It's an interesting array of equipment here. I want to show you. We've got, look what I found a kettlebell, look, little dinky one, little 6K kettlebell. There's other things here. It's a 12K one as well. It's all going on here, and a certain degree of strappage happening here as well, and something else here, look, dumbbellage. It's all going on. Anyway, let's move on to the stretchier positions. Chest stretch to start. Sorry for that little interlude, but I couldn't help but mention it because it's it's all here. Oh, and wait, there's a mouse. Here's your chest stretch. Active squeeze and pause. There's some golf clubs as well in here. It's like a dream of stuff. I could say Paula will kill me upstairs when she realises I'm giving you a rundown of what's in her spare room. Right, there's your chest stretch position. There's your stretch. Sit or stand, you choose. Hands might be here. Have a squeeze and a pause. If you're in a sit position, slide those hands back. You're stretching all the muscles across the front of the trunk and the chest. Have a pause and a slump, so you're moving in and out of more extended positions. Goes without saying, this is going to help with more upright postures, breathing, balance. I can't see what you're saying, Kels. There's some glasses. I don't know where my glasses are. Oh. Wasn't half bad. Oh, I felt like I was on the Generation Game then, Kels. Do you remember the Generation Game back in the day with Brucey Forsyth? Anyway, there's thanks Kels for saying. Let's get ready for back of arm stretchier position. Have a squeeze of the hands, preparing shoulders for the stretch, and then go into that stretchy position. So sit or stand, and then ease the elbow to a point that's comfortable for you, feeling that stretch on the back of the arms. Can you check here that your head is still, that you're not dipping the head or lifting the chin? And this is slowly in and out of these positions. Slowly in, feeling the stretch on the back of the arms, and slowly out. You might be doing this in a standing position there, or you might be doing this in a seated position there. Have a pause, and it will depend on you and how comfortable you are with that elbow, higher or lower. Just find the point at which you feel you can have a pause, have a hold, and the aim is to move into slightly bigger ranges of motion than your day has already offered. That's your back of arm stretch. Goes without saying, by rehearsing and practicing that movement, you'll improve and increase movement to get your hands to the back of your head if you should need. Yeah, on a windy day, you know, to put your hat on, pillows, wash, dress, all of that kind of thing. Size of trunk is the next one. You've already to a certain extent moved and mobilised the trunk with that swoosh and sway that we've just done. So you've certainly prepared your trunk for a stretchier position if you'd like. Hands on support, I'm not suggesting you get on your knees, it just offers a better view. There's the elbow position, there's the reach, there's the extra feeling of stretch down the side of the trunk. Squeeze, 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 and slowly lower. And the arms are heavy. It might be that you use this arm to support, go for the stretch, and then out. In sit, maybe hand on the arms of the chair. You might want to add a little bit of a bendy bit. Bend it like Bex at the top end there, so it could be reach and add an extra squeeze. If you're going for the bend to get the extra feeling of stretch, might want to take the legs slightly wider. This gives you better balance. Now you might feel you can go reach on the up and the over. Sorry folks, I've got t-shirt and sweatshirt glidage going on today, showing off me midriff. Other options to get extra stretch in the side of your trunk, you could take a half arm option there and then take a bendy bit, or you could take a long arm option, reaching away, way, 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 and then go for that extra feeling of stretch at the top end. All of this designed to improve functional reach upwards, shoulder movement, extra movements through the trunk. You'll need those in sit, stand and lying position. So all of the turning and rolling and shifting and getting comfortable in bed at night will need shoulders, trunks and arms. Trying to read the comments coming through, but it's too blurred. Legs, stretchies, 2 leg stretches if you'd like. Into active sit. Stepping the leg out, relax the foot, bend in the knee, lift and hinge. Can you feel this feeling of tension on the back of thigh? Take a pause, ease a little bit more. The more you take an ease forwards, the greater that feeling of stretch on the back of the thigh. Try and keep the foot out of it. You might want to put it down, something like that. So the foot isn't involved in this one. It's all about position of the trunk around the hips, improving that movement that's going to get you reaching to lower levels. So all of your activities that require your hands to get to your feet, shoes, socks, etc., will certainly benefit from this stretchier position. You might want to take a few repeats. Lift and lengthen first, increase the distance between the hips and the rib, and as you can see and feel, it's also part of reaching to lower levels, could be picking up objects, etc. Alright, last one, I'm going to come back a bit and sit, so more support for the thighs needed for this one. There's the leg out, going to rest the heel on the floor, and now the moving part is the foot. Top end stays still. Foot does the movement. As the toes come back, you'll feel activity in the shin muscles and stretch in the calf muscles. So two different sensations, two different feelings in different parts of the body. Shin muscles will feel effort. They might feel a bit shaky. It might feel effortful to pull the toes back. And the muscles on the back of the leg will be stretching or lengthening. And if you prefer, you could take these in standing position, support to the side of you, and then take a step back here. My foot's disappeared out of the screen there, but here's a small step, press the heel down. There is your calf stretch position in stand. Plus you get some extra stretch in the front. I haven't got a lot of space here, but just to be clear, when you take that backward step, your feet are still hip width apart. Try not to be tempted to go into a balanced position. So still have the feet wide and hip, up and lift. There's the front of the hip and there is the other leg. And the further back you step, the greater that feeling of stretch in the calf and the hip. How's that feel? That is your 4 p.m. stretch and sway. What day is it tomorrow? It's Thursday tomorrow. I am back on balcony, so I should see... I won't see you at noon. I have a call at 12, so I think I'm probably going to have to take tomorrow's noon to 1 o'clock. Defo full sure, but I'll remind you tomorrow. Good to see you, folks. I'm going to put the kettle on and have another cup of tea. See you tomorrow.